Checking into a hotel is usually the easy part. The trouble often begins several hours later when you are tired, your phone battery is low, the entrance you used is locked, and your map has guided you to the wrong hotel or the wrong side of the right hotel. Before you go out for dinner or sightseeing, spend 5 minutes preparing for your return. Check 5 things: the hotel location, your phone, your room key, your luggage, and your return plan. Each minute removes one common point of failure, and the final check may be the most important because it tells you when to abandon a plan that is no longer working. If calm, practical travel safety routines like this are useful to you, subscribe to Safe Miles. Some resources mentioned in this video may use affiliate links which support the channel at no additional cost to you. Before leaving, open your map and confirm the hotel's exact location. Do not rely only on the hotel's name. Large chains may have several properties in the same city, and independent hotels sometimes have similar names. Save the full street address, place a pin on the correct entrance, and take a screenshot that will remain available if your connection disappears. Check which side of the building contains the main entrance. A large hotel may also have a conference entrance, garage entrance, restaurant door, or side entrance that closes at night. If you return after those doors are locked, following a map pin to the wrong side of the building can leave you walking around an unfamiliar block with your phone visible. Now look at the immediate area around the hotel. Identify the nearest major street, transit stop, taxi pickup point, or obvious landmark. You are creating more than one way to recognize the destination. If a driver cannot find the property, your phone loses service, or a street entrance is obstructed, you will still have useful reference points. Ask reception whether the neighborhood changes after a certain hour. A route that is busy and comfortable at 6 in the evening may become quiet after shops close. Hotel employees can often identify which entrance remains open, where licensed taxis collect passengers, and whether a nearby street or transit station should be avoided late at night. Treat that advice as local input, then combine it with official travel guidance and your own observations. Your first minute should end with 3 things saved: the correct address, the correct entrance, and at least one nearby landmark. Now you know where you are returning. The next question is whether your phone will still help you get there. Your phone may be your map, translator, transit ticket, rideshare connection, and emergency contact. Check its battery before you leave. A phone at 20% may look adequate for a short dinner, but navigation, photographs, weak cellular reception, and cold weather can consume power faster than expected. If the battery is low, charge it before stepping out or carry a charged power bank and cable. Turn on the appropriate low power setting if necessary. The objective is not to preserve a perfect battery percentage. It is to retain enough power to navigate, communicate, and arrange a safe return. Confirm that you have working mobile data away from the hotel's Wi-Fi. A map that worked perfectly in the lobby may stop updating as soon as you reach the street. If you use an international eSIM, activate it and test the connection before leaving. Airalo and YesSIM are 2 options available through links in the description, but choose whichever service offers dependable coverage for your destination and device. Download the local map, or at least the area between the hotel and your planned destination. Save the hotel address in the local language when appropriate. A driver may understand the written street name more easily than your pronunciation, and you should not depend on a translation app that requires a connection. Finally, save a few essential contacts: the hotel's front desk, your travel companion, your rideshare or transport provider, and the local emergency number. Emergency numbers vary by country, so verify the correct one from an official source. A phone is most useful when the information you need is already inside it. At the end of minute 2, imagine that your mobile data disappears. Could you still show someone the hotel address, recognize the entrance, and contact reception? If the answer is yes, the phone is prepared. Now protect the small object that controls access to your room. Decide where your room key will live before you leave. Use a secure, consistent pocket or compartment, not a loose trouser pocket, an open exterior pocket, or the same hand carrying your phone. Repeatedly moving the key between a jacket, wallet, bag, and restaurant table is how it becomes misplaced. Avoid carrying anything that unnecessarily connects your identity, hotel, and room number. If the keycard sleeve displays the hotel name and room number, leave the sleeve in the room and carry only the card unless the property specifically requires the sleeve. Do not photograph the key sleeve and post it publicly while you are still staying there. If you lose the card, do not announce your room number in a crowded lobby. Show identification to reception and ask them to deactivate the missing card before issuing another. A replacement card is not enough if the original remains active. Be equally careful when discussing your plans. You do not need to tell a stranger in the lobby that you are traveling alone, which room you occupy, or how late you expect to return. If someone asks where you are staying while you are away from the property, a general neighborhood or district is often sufficient. Before closing the door, check how the lock behaves. Some hotel doors do not latch completely unless pulled or pushed firmly. Step outside, let the door close, and test it without using the key. Do the same with adjoining room doors, windows, and balcony doors before leaving valuables behind. The third minute ends with a latch door and a key in one predictable location. The room may now be locked, but the valuables inside still need a plan. Do not treat the locked hotel room door as the entire luggage plan. Decide which possessions stay in the room, which go with you, and which require additional protection. Passports, backup payment cards, excess cash, medication, and small electronics should not remain scattered across a bed or desk. Use the room safe if it appears functional and appropriate, or ask the hotel whether it offers a front desk safe or another secure storage option. Official travel guidance commonly recommends securing keys, identification, passports, and other valuables rather than leaving them unattended. A room safe is a risk reduction measure, not an absolute guarantee. Keep a record of important document numbers and maintain protected digital copies that you can access without the original phone. If local law requires you to carry your passport, follow that requirement. Otherwise, determine whether an accepted copy or alternative identification is sufficient for the outing. Close your suitcase and organize the room before leaving. This makes it easier to notice if something is missing later. Consider placing a small luggage lock on the suitcase as a tamper indicator, while recognizing that ordinary luggage locks will not defeat a determined intruder. Never leave essential medication inside luggage that the hotel is storing after checkout. Keep documents, medication, electronics, keys, and irreplaceable items with you. If you use a third-party luggage storage service, such as Radical Storage, confirm the business, booking details, opening hours, retrieval procedure, and identification requirements before surrendering the bag. Photograph the luggage and receipt, but avoid exposing baggage tag information publicly. The key principle is separation. Do not place your passport, only payment card, only phone charger, and all available cash in one bag. A single loss should not remove every way to identify yourself, communicate, pay, and return safely. Minute 4 is complete when losing one bag would be inconvenient, not catastrophic. There is now one decision left: how you will return when the city looks different from the way it did during daylight. Before you step outside, decide how you expect to return. This is not a rigid commitment. It is a starting plan that prevents you from making every decision when you are tired, distracted, or standing on an unfamiliar street. If you plan to walk, examine the return route as well as the outbound route. Navigation apps may choose a shorter path through an empty lane, poorly lit park, pedestrian tunnel, or closed commercial district. Select a route based on conditions, visibility, and activity, not only distance. If you will use public transit, check the time of the last practical departure, not simply the time the system closes. A station entrance may close earlier than expected, service frequency may fall sharply at night, and a required connection may stop before the first route does. Save a backup option in case of delays. For taxis, ask where licensed vehicles normally queue or which company the hotel recommends. For rideshare, choose a pickup location where you can wait in a visible. When the vehicle arrives, verify the license plate and vehicle details in the app. Do not enter simply because a driver calls your name or says they are looking for you. Set a decision point for switching plans. For example, if transit is delayed beyond a certain time, return to a staffed business and arrange a licensed taxi or verified rideshare. If the walking route feels different from what you expected, turn back before you have traveled several blocks into a quieter area. Changing plans early is usually easier than recovering from a poor plan later. This decision point is the real payoff of the 5-minute check. Travelers often recognize that a plan is deteriorating, but continue because they have already invested time in it. Deciding in advance when to switch makes it easier to act before the problem becomes harder to solve. If you are traveling with someone, agree on what happens if you become separated. Both people should have the hotel address rather than assuming one phone will always be available. Consider sharing your destination and expected return time with a trusted person, particularly if you are going out alone. You have completed the 5-minute setup. Now pause at the door for one final check. Phone, power, key, payment, identification as required, and the hotel address. Then look at what you are carrying. Do you need your passport, multiple credit cards, expensive jewelry, and every piece of cash for this particular outing? Carry what the plan requires without turning a short evening into a full display of your valuables. Close the door and test the latch. Keep the key in its assigned location. Once you reach the lobby, observe which doors are open and where staff are positioned. If you expect to return late, confirm the overnight entrance before leaving the building. This final pause should take only seconds because the larger decisions have already been made. Even a good return plan may need to change. Your phone could lose service, transit could stop, weather could deteriorate, or the area around your planned pickup point could feel uncomfortable. The purpose of preparation is not to predict every problem. It is to give you options. If you become uncertain, move to a staffed and well-lit location, such as a reputable hotel, restaurant, shop, or official transport area. Avoid standing at the roadside with your phone and wallet exposed while trying to solve several problems at once. If a stranger offers unsolicited transportation or insists that your hotel is closed, moved, unsafe, or inaccessible, verify the claim independently. Call the hotel using the number you saved earlier, not a number supplied by that person. If someone pressures you to act immediately, create distance and return to a controlled location. If your phone is nearly dead, stop using it for non-essential activity. Preserve power for navigation, communication, or transport verification. A screenshot of the hotel address and offline map can now do their job without consuming mobile data. And if the situation has become an emergency, contact local emergency services. Do not assume that the emergency number used at home works everywhere. Hotel arrival safety is not about inspecting every corner or expecting something bad to happen. It is about controlling the transition between a protected arrival and an unfamiliar city. In 5 minutes, confirm the hotel and return route. Prepare your phone and backup power. Assign a secure place for the room key. Protect luggage, documents, and essentials. Then decide how you will return and when you will change plans. That routine reduces dependence on memory, battery life, a single route, or one person's directions. More importantly, it lets you enjoy the destination without repeatedly wondering whether you forgot something important. Before your next hotel stay, save this 5-part check: route, phone, key, luggage, and return plan. If you know another traveler who tends to rush out immediately after checking in, share this video with them. Subscribe to Safe Miles for more calm, practical ways to protect the journey and travel prepared, not afraid.